so that when you want it, it's there.
Hi there, I'm Niels Mahoney, communications coach, and I watch celebrities and public figures speaking so that we can work out how maybe we can help ourselves communicate better. This is huge. This is Bruce Lee. I've got 3 clips.
It might sound too philosophical, but it's acting, or acting, unacting.
You've lost me.
I have, right? So what I'm saying, actually, you see, I mean, it's a combination of both. I mean, here it is the natural instinct, and here is control. You are to combine the two in harmony. Not, if you have one to the extreme, you will be very unscientific. If you have another to the extreme, you become all of a sudden a mechanical man, no longer a human being. So it is a successful combination of both. So therefore, it is not only, therefore it's not pure naturalness or unnaturalness. The ideal is unnatural naturalness or natural unnaturalness.
Yin yang, eh?
Right, man, that's it.
When I was growing up, my brother, like a lot of older men, especially back in those days, were big Bruce Lee fans. They'd watch videos of Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon, and all these movies. You'd see his poster everywhere. He was quite the cultural icon, wasn't he? I knew what he was, and I understood that people liked him. Never really understood him until I started watching him later on in life. And this is a great example of why people were drawn into him. It wasn't just about karate, kung fu, any of these martial arts. It wasn't about just that. It was about the man. There's something about him, right? There's an energy. I'm sure you know by this stage. He had an energy about him. But it's just his way of speaking. He's so precise in his words. Very precise. But also you can see the hand movement. See the way the hands move? He's doing the martial arts, isn't he? He's moving the energy. I know there's a part where he talks about energy. We move things, it's like water, it flows everywhere. And he's doing that as he speaks. His eyes are very engaging. He's watching you to make sure you're watching him. It's like, I'm keeping an eye on you to make sure you're understanding what I'm saying. And what he's saying is very hard to follow. Even the interviewer here from 1971 is going, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about here. And he goes, okay, let me try again. And the way he uses certain words and certain phrases and he elongates his vowels and he's very precise in what he says. He's a beautiful communicator. I venture to say he's one of the first of a new era of motivational speakers. He would have been great doing the motivation circuit, wouldn't he?
Man, listen, you see, really, to me, ultimately, martial art means honestly expressing yourself. Now, it is very difficult to do. I mean, it is easy for me to put on a show and be cocky, and be flooded with a cocky feeling and then feel like pretty cool and all that. Or I can make all kinds of phony things, you see what I mean, blinded by it. Or I can show you some really fancy movement. But to express oneself honestly, not lying to oneself, and to express myself honestly, now that, my friend, is very hard to do. And you have to train. You have to keep your reflexes so that when you want it, it's there. When you want to move, you're moving. And when you move, you are determined to move. Not taking 1 inch, not anything less than that. If I want to punch, I'm gonna do it, man, and I'm gonna do it, you see? So, I mean, so that is the type of thing you have to train yourself into it, to become one with the, you think?
Yeah, this is very...
See how precise he is with his body movements as well? I know he's a trained martial arts expert, I get that. And I'm not, and maybe you're not either, but the way he just goes, like that, and he'll go, bah, everything's fast. He'll go, I think this. And it's all very quick, and that captures your attention. It shows a massive amount of control and a confidence and assuredness in who you are when you can go, that's the thing. It's a big difference between this and, you know, you can get your point across one way and not the other, can't you? You can go, I know the answer to that. Or you can go, I think I know the answer to that. This is very definite, and people listen to you more when you're sure. That's why the great speakers on stage always have their message on point, and the great comedians are great ad-libbers because they're able to ad-lib very quickly on point and get their retort back to you. His body movements, though, are extraordinary, aren't they? They're just incredible because you can see how tight his body is. Even when he's just sitting there, he's not doing much. He's not leaning forward much. He's just sitting back. But it's all to do with this. It's all this and the look occasionally, that the eyes are mesmerizing. The eyes, you wouldn't mess with those eyes. If he stares you down, you know he's going to win, right? It's like, there was a clip I saw of him a long time ago, and he was talking to an interviewer. It could even have been this interview. It was black and white. But he was looking over here, and he's talking to that, and he looks at the person like that and say, now I'm going to talk to you. And it was like, oh my God, it's like he put a spell on you, right? It was quite bizarre, quite incredible, and very intimidating and very impressive. He's a very impressive man. Let's look at, I'm going to go a little bit off kilter here. I don't normally do clips from movies, but I want to see him in a movie. I just see one of these scenes. So let's have a quick look at this one.
Kick me. Kick me. What was that? An exhibition? We need emotional content. Try again. I said emotional content, not anger. Now try again. With me. That's it. How did it feel to you? Let me think. Don't think. Feel. It is like a finger pointing away to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory. Do you understand? Never take your eyes off your opponent, even when you bow. That's it.
Yeah, very impressive. Very impressive. I can see why my brother and other fellas were watching these Bruce Lee movies. Hear the words feel, all, glory. Those vowels have been rolled out to get the benefit of all of the sound. Because as we've said before, if you've ever watched any of these videos before, vowels convey emotion, right? You say ow, you don't say ow. You say hello, you don't go hello. Yeah, so the vowels create the emotion and he's bringing out the emotion or the desired effect. Glory is a desired effect. See it all. There's so much. I have to stretch the vowel out so much so that you can understand how big all is. Interesting to watch this because when he's acting, he's like he was in the interview. He's actually a calmer version. I guess he's playing a role, I understand that. But he's almost a calmer version of what he's like when he was in that interview earlier on. But overall, my goodness, I'm going to be watching a lot more Bruce Lee, that's for sure. I'm going to see as many of these interviews as I can get. And I may just, for the first time in my life, watch Enter the Dragon. Never seen it. Literally never seen it. So that will be worth a shot. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Nails Mahoney, Communications Coach. You can hit that subscribe button there. I'd love that because that really helps me develop this channel more, or the one down there. And the reason I want to develop the channel more is so I can do more personality profiles of people that you may not normally see profiled. And that's very important. I think that we watch everybody. So that subscribe really does help. Thanks a million. Until next time, see you later.